Hello, guys. It's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So, guys, what I wanted to do, go ahead and turn my heater off. I like to have my heater on my feet. So, anyway, guys, what I wanted to do is I wanted to tell you guys about how I'm mending some family bonds with my two aunties. So, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background, when I was younger, I had a couple of experiences where, with one of my aunties, basically, the relationship between one auntie was kind of, I guess I want to say that particular relationship was um, frozen or put on hold or whatever, because my mom and my auntie, basically what happened is when I was a kid, my mom, me and my brother, we went to stay with one of my mom's sisters. And what happened is me and my brother ended up breaking my um, auntie's chandelier, a piece of it off, and my mom and my auntie got into an argument, and my auntie asked us to leave. And after that happened, I found that even though um, my auntie had tried to reach out to me, um, I think this was, um, even though she tried to reach out to me, I think this was like in high school. She sent me like a graduation card or whatever. I didn't reach back because there was tension between my mom and my auntie. So I didn't really feel that I could. Um, and now that I think about it, my auntie would also sent my sister a gift as well. I think she sent my sister like a Bible or something like that, or whatever at one point. I think this was like, at some point, I don't know when, but I think I ended up finding the Bible that my auntie sent to my sister or whatever. It was like a pink Bible or something like that. Um, but my auntie, she's definitely, I know a few things about her, but I haven't talked to her over the years since my mom and her kind of had a falling out. So, what I decided to do is I decided, since my mom and my auntie really didn't reconcile or whatever, what I decided to do is I want to warm up that relationship. And actually, I'm not really mending it, but I'm actually creating the opportunity where what I'm going to be doing is reaching out to my mom's sister. And and one of the things I realized that my anger book is correct about is that sometimes when our parents end up having tensions with other people, sometimes we ended up getting involved in that tension and not dealing with that family member because our parent has tension with that person. And so what I'm doing is I'm actually going to be reaching out to my auntie. I actually made the conscious decision that I want to reach out to her and just, you know, um, catch up with her. I know that my auntie recently lost her husband that she was married to and stuff. I got to meet him when my grandma and I went down to see my auntie and her husband. When I think I was like 12, this is when I was in, I believe, I was in, oh yeah, I was going into, I think I was going from like, I was on summer break because I had just finished fifth grade, and somebody slammed the car outside. I just finished fifth grade and I was going to be going to middle school. And so that was some years ago. But I haven't seen my auntie since then. My auntie recently came down to my hometown, but I didn't get a chance to see her or whatever. It was some kind of gathering, and I wasn't told about the gathering, or maybe I was told about it, but it was like really late when I found out. Like in my family on both sides, it tends to be like events will spring up and people won't say nothing when people are coming from out of town. And That's kind of how me and other people in my family end up basically missing, relatives who come from out of town and stuff. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be basically establishing or reestablishing a relationship with my mom's sister. And My hope is just to kind of catch up with her and just let her know that that I'm thinking about her and everything. I know it's hard for her because she recently lost her husband back a few months ago and stuff. And so I want to just reach out and stuff and let her know, hey, I haven't forgot about you. I'm still your niece. I'm here. And I hope to learn some things from my auntie. So now, I also decided that I'm going to reach out to my mom's other sister. And my mom had tension with that sister. So my mom and her other sister basically, um, they had some tension. My mom was the youngest, by the way, and these are her two other older sisters. But anyway, so my mom's other sister, my mom and I went to stay with her. That auntie, super religious, believe she's Pentecostal. At the time that me and my mom went to stay with her and her husband, it was a very churchy home environment that my mom and I were not too used to. Um, my auntie and her husband were super religious to the point that, like, literally they pray every time they get in the car. And then, you know, like that was different. And also, my auntie was so adamant about us wearing these really long skirts, all the way down to like close to the, like literally close to the floor, And I was kind of a little unsure because my mom's sister at one point, she was like speaking in tongues, and I was asking my mom, I was like, Mom, why is she speaking in tongues? Like, I didn't know I was speaking in tongues, but I was kind of freaked out, and that's how my mom's sister kind of dealt with stuff. Her other sister, one is like super religious. Um, I've kind of found that I've talked to my mom's other sister, but a lot of times when I try to speak with her, she's like super religious, and it's like she's trying to, ask, like she has this insistence on like living her life through the church mindset and all that. And I decided that I would reach out to my mom's other sister, the super religious one, and I decided that I would attempt to have a relationship with her. Maybe not necessarily talk to her about religious stuff, not that, but I can at least get to know her as a person, and learn from some of her experiences. You know what I'm saying? Things that we can bind on. So what I'm going to be doing to kind of reestablish a relationship with them, because my mom's other sister recently came in town, but I wasn't able to see her because the day that she showed up, I didn't find out she was here until like after I got off work. And by then, they were talking about going to dinner. I was tired from work, and I was like, man, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, man, I wish we would have known in advance that our auntie was coming, because if we did know, then we would have been able to go to dinner. You know what I mean? So it was like super short notice for me. He found out in the morning, but he was working. And then I found out like literally after I got off work because I was busy at work, so I couldn't answer the phone. So What I'm doing for each of them is that I'm going to be doing something that my mom's sister would do. The one that would like send cards and stuff. The first auntie I was talking about. So what I'm going to do is be a sending her a card for Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to send my auntie that's religious a Thanksgiving card, just as a means to kind of let them know I'm thinking about them because they're old fashioned. They're not, into Facebook or any of that stuff. And so, I have to credit my first auntie I was talking about because usually she's the one that usually tries to celebrate people and stuff like that and everything, and send cards to people. So I'm like, hey, if she likes to send cards, maybe I can send her a card, and maybe that will allow for me to be able to, just kind of reestablish a relationship and learn from her. So my goal is to try to reestablish a relationship with each of my aunties and not base my relationship with each of them based off of the interactions they had with my mom. So that's what my hope is. So this is the card that I'm going to be sending to my mom's the first auntie that I talked about. So this is the card I'm going to be sending to her. So I'm going to be sending this to her for Thanksgiving and stuff. So I'll be doing that or send this to her. This is the one that lives out of town. Actually, funny enough, they both live in the same state, but they live in different cities out of town in Indiana. So, but I don't think they see each other very much, and I don't know what their relationship is like between the two of them. Um, Another reason I'm wanting to reach out to them is because they're my only two aunts on my mom's side that are living. So I figured that, if I want to learn things from them, this is kind of the time to do so, before anything, happens or whatever to them. I want to establish a relationship and let them know, hey, I'm here, as their niece, I'm here to, at least reach out to them and let them know I'm thinking about them, Now, I don't have any control over how they respond to me, but at least I can be nice about it. So this is the card I'm sending to the nice auntie. So I'm sending this card to her, to the really religious one, So I'm sending this card to her. So um and this is my way of, learning how to create, basically break the generational curse of, letting tension, prevent me from having a relationship, because people in my family, once they have a falling out, they typically may never talk again. And that's kind of what happened more or less with my mom and my two aunties. Um, and I don't want to continue that. What I want to do is be able to um, reach out to them and talk to them and learn from them. That is what my goal and my hope is. So um, my plan is to send them the cards. They're Thanksgiving cards. So my plan is to send these cards to them tomorrow, and hopefully they will get them by Thanksgiving. And I'm also gonna, and my plan is to include a picture of myself because they probably haven't seen me in years. So my goal is to want to at least send a picture of myself so they can see what I look like, because they don't have Facebook. They don't do all the Facebook and social media, all that stuff. And I'm gonna, put my phone number down for them so they can give me a call and stuff. In a way, this will, kind of warm up that relationship and stuff. And maybe, in a month or so, then I'll kind of reach out to them, maybe send them a Christmas card or something like that. And just throughout like, like the different holidays, I can send cards to them and stuff. I mean, I'll talk to them on the phone, but I think this is a way to kind of reestablish those bonds with them, and to not hold on to that old tension, And I know that my mom, may have had this tension with them because she was the youngest and they were older than her, and they may have felt like they knew best and they knew what my mom should be doing and stuff like that. But, you know, I think it is a good idea for me to just warm up those connections and, try to take the benefit of learning, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens instead of having things be icy, between me and my two aunties, just warming it up and having things be better. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. For those of you who have to watch it, thanks for watching and have a good rest of your Friday. Bye, guys.